Okay, right. So what we're looking at here is we're saying that when we want to share overheads into production centers, right? If we want to get rid of them. If you sort of look at them, we're sort of saying when we want to sort of decide um, if we have a big overhead, I don't know, say rent, for example, how are we going to split it between all these departments? Because you see, these departments like paint, manufacture, maintenance, they might all be in the same space. So we need to, for example, think, are we going to split them based on space, or if we have a machine cost that is being used by all these departments, how are we going to split that? Or if we have insurance costs, something along those lines. And that's what's happening here. I suppose it makes sense that if we're looking at the depreciation of mixing equipment and we want to focus on um, the mixing, if you like, the mixing equipment. So, first of all, really the only three things that could work here would be the age of the mixing equipment, the replacement, and the carrying value of the mixing equipment. Suppose, in a way, this question is slightly, when it says age of mixing equipment, you could say, oh, and if I know what the age is, um, well, you could. I don't really know. I think you, because knowing that something is 20 years old doesn't really help you. I mean, if you said, oh, and they told me this is how long the life would be, I can accept that. But if you said, oh, and the age is it's 20 years old, that doesn't quite help with depreciation, if you like. Your syllabus doesn't do much on replacement costs, and that's never really been a basis. So really the basis of the best answer you have here for the mixing equipment, if you like, in splitting that is really the carrying value of the mixing equipment. So that first one is the carrying value. These ones are a bit more clear, where it says the rent and rates of production department. So we have all these different production departments. Um, if you like, we have all these production departments, and what we are doing is sort of saying that how are we going to share that rent for all these departments between the departments. So we need to sort of think, um, again, if you like, how much of the factory floor space are they taking up? Because they're all in one space. So really the best answer here was your factory floor space. So now here we have quality control costs. And so we sort of say, listen, we think that with the quality control, we want to sort of wonder who's using, if you have the different departments, so whoever's needing more quality control should take more of those costs. So again, the point here is that we're thinking, how do we share? A portion means share. How do we share those costs? So the quality control costs, the number of quality control inspections is really your best answer here. Whoever's using these quality controls and who needs this quality control should take more of that. Right, canning equipment maintenance costs. Again, our focus then suddenly now will divert to this the canning equipment, and this is about maintenance. It's about maintenance. So because it's about maintenance, we really want to say, well, the time spent servicing. So um, if one department needs more servicing or maintenance, we'll look at this. So really, the best answer here is time servicing. And then with insurance, you could argue that in terms of insurance companies would say that, listen, the more expensive a machine is, then the more insurance it will need. And so the best answer here will really be the carrying value. I thought this was slightly tricky. I thought they could have been better drivers of splitting costs. But anyway, that's the best you can do with that. And this is your traditional splitting up question, right? And it's sort of saying, listen, you have, for example, um, you have all these costs. So it says that they tell you that we want you to basically try and get all the costs into painting and canning, because that's where the products are being made, you see. All these maintenance and stores and general admin are not, you're not selling anything from here. So in a way, you have to do your best to get all these costs into paint and manufacture. So how do we do that? Then it's sort of saying, listen, your general admin services two profit centers. So that's what they're telling you. This general. So we have a cost here, a total cost of 674, if you like, and we need to. It tells us that services two profit centers, the maintenance and the stores. So it's telling you that these costs are to be reapportioned 40% to paint manufacture and 40% to canning and 10% to maintenance and store. So let's do that. 40, 40, 10, 10. I've done this over here. So let's first of all, I'm basically trying to split this cost 40% here, 40% here, 10% here. Sorry, forgive this one here. Let me erase that. And 10% here, right? Let's do that. So let's split that up. So let's calculate that. So 40%, 674 times 40%, that's 269. That's if I split this up, right? Get rid of this in a way. I'm sort of saying this is gone now. 674,000, and that's what you do. So I'm going to give 269 600 here, 269 600, and then it's saying 10% and 10%, and I can, that's nice. 10% of this is 67,400, isn't it? 67,400, 67,400, nice and neat. And then we have that, and that's how we get rid of this. Then we now add these two together and see what it wants, right? Because now here's the total cost for stores, and it tells us, I think it does. Let's go back to the question. It tells us here that we want you to then reapportion stores based on inventory requisitions, and it says that the paint has 8280 and canning has 5520. So let's do that. 8280, 5520, 8820, 5520. Let me just confirm that again. 8280, sorry, forgive me. That would have come up with very different answers there. All right. 8280 and 5520. Right, great stuff. So basically split these costs in that ratio. So, I mean, it's just ratio, isn't it, here? So I'll add these two together and then do them as fractions. That's 0, 0, 8. That's 4. No, sorry, that's 13. Yeah, that's 13,800. So the first one will be 8280 over 13,800 times whatever this total is, and the next one, of course, will be 5520 divided by 13,800 times whatever this total is. And what is that total? Well, that total is 336,000 plus 67,400, which is 403,400. So I'm trying to get rid of 403,400 into these two parts. So that's 403,400 times 8280 divided by 13,800. That's 24,242,040. And then I'll do the same thing here. 403,400. Let me split that up again. 5520 divided by 13,800 times 403,400. That's 161,360. Yes. So that's gone now, and so now I have. Then it's telling me to then take this maintenance cost and do the same thing, split that up as well. Let's get rid of that into these two parts. So let's see how it wants us to do that. Maintenance is based on 7,000 maintenance hours and 5,500 maintenance hours. So what we have here is 7,000 and 5,500, 7,000 and 5,500. So add those two together, 12,500, and do exactly the same thing as we've been doing here, where we sort of then say, well, this must be 7,000 over 12,500 times, of course, this thing here, 356 plus 67,400. This is now the total maintenance cost we need to split. So let's find that. The 356 plus 67,400, which is 4, 2, 3, 400. So let's now, oops, sorry, I don't know what I just made an error there. I put that in the wrong box. That's 4, 2, 3, 400. Now split this figure based on these two ratios, right? So multiply each of these by, this is 4, 2, 3, 400. 4, 2, 3, 400. So do that. So you now have 7,000 divided by 12,500 times 4, 2, 3, 400. And here you should have 237, 104. And here you will have 5,500 divided by 12,500 times 4, 2, 3, 400. And that takes you to 186,296. Right, and there you are. So we have gotten rid. First task was to deal with general admin. Split that between all four. Then take the total of stores, split that between paint and canning, and then take maintenance, split between paint and canning, and then you have your new total. Add all these down together now. So this and this and this and this, this and this and this and this, right? So you can just add down. Just change my pen color just for that final answer. So 1231. 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 0, 0, 0, plus 269, 600, plus 242, 0, 40, plus 237, 104, gives you 1979744. And then do the same thing here again. 1461, 0, 0, 0, plus 269, 600 plus 161, 360 plus 186, 296, and that gives you 2078256. Right, great stuff. And that is question. Let's see if there's anything more in that question. I thought that was quite a large question for there to be anything more. Oh, no, there is. Right, okay, great stuff. There is a bit more to do. Let's just look at that. And I just had to quickly cut out and snippet out this bit. Quite a nice question, to be fair. It's telling you that you have another overhead, and it says that the estimated cost for the next quarter is 630, no problem. It says there's a fixed element, and there's a variable element, and it says the fixed element is 60%, so we find 60% of 630,000. It says the variable element, therefore, must be 40% of 630,000. Well, let's find that. And then we have 60% times 630,000, which is 378,000, leaving 4 times, which is 252,000. Oops, sorry, 252,000. Now it then says take this fixed figure and split that between. It says apportion that between the manufacturing profit center and the canning in the ratio 56 to 44, right? So take this figure then and do that. So that's really 56%, isn't it? 56 over 100 times 378, right? I'm sure you can see what they're talking about here. That's the fixed. That's the variable. Then take this and then resplit it in the ratio, and then resplit the variable in the ratio 62 to 38. That's really a percentage again. These two things add to 100. These two things add to 100. So you can see what's going on. So let's do this one. 56% times 378,000 gives us 211,680. And with the variable element, we're splitting this figure. Oops, sorry, let me do that again. Yes. We're splitting this figure here, 252, in the ratio 62 to 38, but we're interested in the canning, which is the 38. So I really want 38% of 252 times 2 by 2, which is 95,760, right? That's what we're looking for, isn't it? Let me just check this. 378, 56 times 378, 56 times 378. Yeah, that's right. So there we are, and that completes that question. A bit of a long one, but it's a good one to do. So if you can nail this, that should put you in good stead in terms of doing well across the paper in general. Okay, great stuff.